me. What did you say? Work, cover girls. Put the bass in your wall. Had to tell, hey, and let your whole body twerk or talk. Talk. And what did they say? Swerve. I need to learn the words. It's my favorite song and I have no idea what the words are. Anyway, guys, welcome to my first review of this season of Drag Race. What, 12 or 13? 12 or 13. Hallelujah. I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry, guys. I have on my sequins turban and it, it turns me into somebody. I feel like when I wear this, I go full Hollywood Montrose. Doesn't it just sing? So I'm a lot right now, but that's okay. That's why you're here. Anyway, I'm excited to be back. Are you guys enjoying this season so far? I am. Like the first episode, I thought it was so smart that they broke it up into 2 premieres because we always get way too many queens on the first episode. If you guys have been following my reviews since like 2015, you all know that I could never keep up with the queens because we started with so many, it was overwhelming. So this is a smart idea. We're able to really get to meet the queens. We're able to see who's strong, who's weak, who needs work in certain areas, and really get to see their personalities. The second episode has not premiered yet here on the East Coast. It should premiere in about the next 2 or 3 hours or so. So I'm waiting for that. I was waiting for that. I was just like, let me just do this review so that, I could be caught up because mother got a lot of shows to review. So bear with me. Anyway, let's get into it. Before I start, I did want to dedicate this video to Jacqueline Wilson. Like I said earlier, if you guys were riding with me with my Drag Race reviews in 2015, then you all know about me really wanting to go to the reunions and being able to go twice. I was able to go twice because of my dear friend Jacqueline Wilson. She is a producer on the show. She would give me her friends and family pass, so I was able to sit in really good seats at the reunion. She knew that I loved this show and she really wanted to, just bless me. And I had an amazing time every time I went to the reunion. And it is because of her. Jacqueline was a sweetheart. She was a ray of light and she is deeply missed. And she would want you all to have a good time. So let's talk about these queens. The queens this season stepped it up. These looks, these entrance looks, I was like, oh, we got money this season. We got money or we upped our game on our sugar daddies because these queens walked through that room. I was like, okay, if we're starting here, I know it's going to be a great season. Like nobody was looking janky. And there's nothing wrong with having a struggle queen on the season. Not everybody has the money, but the queens this season got a good coin and we can see it. Britta. I love Britta. There's something about her though, just from this first episode where I was just like, I think you're going to get on my nerves. And I want to be wrong because I loved her energy. I love when she walked in. She was giving me Bianca. Like I thought she was a comedy queen, but she's not really coming off as a comedy queen. So it's something not quite right. I feel like her build and her presence is comedic, but I don't know if she can deliver in that. Like she was giving me a lot of, yes, honey, people think that I'm a beautiful black woman, but I'm not. Check out my bananas. Like she was giving me a lot of that. But when it came to the challenges, she kind of disappeared. So I'm interested to see how she will do in an acting challenge. Or if they do that comedy showcase again. Nikki Doll, perfection. When she sashayed in that room, I said, okay, we got a fashion queen. We got a fashion queen. I loved it. I hope her personality matches the fashion. Because that's what always happens with our fashion queens. They come in and they give us looks. And then the personality just fades. Like there's nothing there and they don't really rise to the occasion. So I'm hoping that's not the case with her because she is serving looks. Are you on her Instagram? My God, today, inspired. Widow is going to go far this season. She has a great personality. Love her looks. She is giving, I'm the big girl. I'm here. Recognize me. So she's going to go far. Not just because she's the big girl, but again, she has looks. She has talent. She has a lot of personality. And she got a lot of confessionals this episode. Her and Nikki Doll. I hope we don't get a lot of confessionals with Nikki Doll because she's funny. But I feel like a lot of her confessionals were just about the fact that the American producers can't understand her. And I think that you've made that joke. Let's let that go before it gets offensive. And wait a minute, did Britta call Widow Mother Gut? Because I was like, did Britta say Mother Goose, Mother Gut? Britta. See, that's what Britta is giving me. Britta is giving me that her shade is a little rough. Little rough. We gonna see. Gigi. Yes, mama. Yeah, I love Gigi. Gigi is another one that gives looks. She's definitely a fashion queen, but I also think that she has a personality. Not like she doesn't, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean for these reality TV shows. You got to have a big personality like Britta and Widow to go really far because it is a TV show for entertainment. I think that Gigi is the best of both worlds. I think that she is going to give us great looks. We've seen it. But I also think that she is going to like rise to the occasion in like an acting challenge, like really kill it in a comedy challenge. I see her being the one to watch, the one that you just don't expect this from, but she gonna give you something later on in the season. She also gives me money because when she walked through the room, I was just like, yeah, you are an LA queen. You are an LA queen. I could see it on her. She has a very specific LA wealth aesthetic. Jackie, I love her aesthetic. I really, really do. I don't have a problem with it like some people on Twitter. A lot of people were just saying, like, what else can you do besides this like 1950s, who was she? Annette Funicello aesthetic. I think she has the smarts and the comedic appeal to make this character really interesting. I don't think she's a one-trick pony. I do, however, think that she's going to need to up her fashion game a bit because I get that she was coming in and this was her outfit to represent her heritage and to let the world know that she is the Persian princess of drag. I get it, right? I want to see more from her. What I saw from her in the fashion category was not that great. And I don't want to lose her too early because I think she is going to be somebody that's going to do very good in the acting challenge, very good in the comedy challenge, and has a really good story to share. This whole episode, I've had the same love, not hate, but just like, with Crystal Method. I love Crystal Method's makeup. I can't get into the clothing of her drag. I get exactly what her drag is. I'm not saying I want it to be polished. I just would like for it to be clear. Like, I'm not sure what is it? You know what I mean? Like, I can't pin it. I think that everybody who walked through the room, we saw their drag and they expressed it, right? We saw it before they told us. I don't know that I necessarily saw what Crystal Method's drag was before she explained it. And even after the explanation, I'm not quite sure. But she has a great personality. She's really good for TV. And I see her being somebody who might end up being the narrator for this season. After we get in all the queens, it's either going to be her or Heidi in the Closet or Widow. Those are the three contenders that I had from this episode. Who do you guys think would be the narrator for this season? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. Mini runway challenge. I think they decided to do this runway because one, Violet Chachki killed it. Remember when Violet walked down the runway in that tartan sequence jumper? Was it a romper? Jumpsuit. That tartan sequence jumpsuit, and then she spinned around and it like unleashed, and Carlton was just like, ah! Like, we were all gagged. I used that gif of her doing that for so many things. By the way, when I get married, I'm recreating that at my wedding. So don't be like, oh, Nikki stole this from you, Violet. I sure did. So that's why I think they're doing the runway, so that we could have another one of those iconic moments. Unfortunately, I don't think we saw them. Britta, all of her looks were a little art schoolish. Freshman year art schoolish. I felt like with somebody with this personality and fame and notoriety that she was saying that she had, right? I just felt like her looks would have been a bit better. Like, I was expecting her to just walk down with something more refined, something more wealthy. Like, I'm doing this, like, because when I think of Britta, I'm thinking of, I don't get camp from her. Is she doing camp? I don't get that. I get money just by the way she holds herself, right? So a lot of her garments fall in spring. It was just like, it's missing something. It just seemed unfinished, all of it. Like the first outfit, great, right? But I felt like it was missing jewels. It was missing, something over the shoulder. It just looked unfinished and very plain. And I just would not have expected that from Britta. And when I'm a bit let down from Britta, Nikki Doll brings me back up. Both looks, girl, her eye for fashion. It's episode 1 and I'm just like, I want to see more. I hope you can top your outfits every episode, because sis, if you can't, you set yourself up for failure. You know what I mean? Because I'm looking at these looks like, yes, keep this up. Don't falter. Like, you've set the standard now for yourself. I've also went to her Instagram. I think she's going to consistently serve looks. We'll see. But her Instagram, I took so many pictures. I was just like, oh, yes. Inspiration, inspiration, inspiration. Yes, Nikki Doll. Yes. Widow. Even with the reveal, just like with Britta, I wanted more. I felt like her outfits were cute, right? But I felt like they were very cute for a girl's night out. You know what I mean? Like the first outfit, I was just like, yeah, I could see, you know, somebody stunting in LA in that. But that's like a daytime LA look. Or New York, definitely. It wasn't like ooh, I want you to wear this down the runway at Fashion Week. It was just like, oh, I want you to wear it while you're sitting in the audience at Fashion Week, if you understand what I'm saying. Just like with Britta, I wasn't wowed, and this second outfit was very, you know, Kojic church convention. Nothing wow. And with such a big personality, Widow, I'm expecting more. Now let's get into the Maxi challenge. So Nicki Minaj is this episode's guest host. She was phenomenal. I loved her critiques. I loved her look. She was a great presence on this show. And I was really not expecting that because of her American Idol fiasco. I just was not expecting her to like serve like this. You were able to see what kind of guest judge or guest host she can be when she's not in so much strife and conflict on set, because she did very well. Really, really good. Gave some great notes. So because Nicki is this week's guest judge, did I say guest host? Guest host, guest judge. Because Nicki Minaj is this week's guest judge, we have a rapping challenge. It's like a performance. Y'all know those performances. This was a good rap. Are they using the same people? Because this was really good. Did Nicki help them with this? Get your coins, sis. I wouldn't put it past her. She about her money. Anyway, the queens had to come together and perform this rap and a dance sequence number as a team. You know there was going to be some drama. There wasn't as much as we all would have expected because a lot of them didn't know each other. So they're working together as a team for the first time while simultaneously competing against each other. So we were expecting it to be some kind of drama, but there wasn't a lot. The only drama that we did see here was some of the queens were upset with the way that Widow and Heidi in the Closet were teaching and weren't teaching. So Britta right off the way, which shocked me, was just like, I'm not good at like dancing, so does somebody else want to take the lead? Not saying that I thought she would have been, you know, Beyonce, but I don't know. Britta's presence, you expect so much more. So I was not expecting her to shrink in this first challenge. The group gives the lead of the choreography to Hiding in a Closet and Widow. However, they have an issue with the movements because a lot of them cannot do it. And my thing is, what you're not gonna do, right, is ask somebody to lead the group, right, in choreography, and then go, well, I can't do this, maybe I should do this. I understood Widow being very annoyed because if you want me to do something, you ask me to lead, I'm gonna lead. Now you're jumping in with all of these suggestions when you should have just been the one to take the lead, or we should have agreed to just do this as a team, as a group. That was not what was established. Y'all asked Widow and Heidi in the Closet to do it, even though Widow took over, but still, you guys wanted direction. You weren't sure in your dance movements. You weren't sure in your abilities. So you asked two people who were sure in their abilities to do it. And then when they gave you suggestions, you were just like, no, that's not going to be good for me. Let's do this. Nah, that's not how that works. You know, of course, Widow was annoyed because as soon as she started giving you guys movements, you came up with all these ideas. Then you just should have taken the lead, Britta. Why did you start off and say that you're not confident in this? Can somebody else do it? Why did you even suggest there be leaders? Y'all should have been worked together as a team if you were not going to like what they were doing. But that was their only drama. The girls actually came together and put on a good performance. I was, however, I don't know why I was this shocked, but Widow came to play. Like, her performance, superb. She knew where her camera angles were. Like, she was performing to this camera, to this camera, to this camera. She performed to every camera they had filming this performance. She was here, bam. Then she turned around, bam, and hit that camera. Then she went over here and hit the front camera. I said, go ahead. Widow came to play. Widow came to play. I also did not expect for someone as healthy, size-wise as Widow, I didn't expect for her to move like that. Were you shocked? I was like, oh, okay, Widow. I'm starting to stand. I'm trying not to stand anybody too early, But Widow's that girl. That backwards lip sync, that was the truth. Gag, baby, gag. Now it's time for the runway. Run, runway. Now it's time for the runway. Run, runway. Ru look great. Y'all know I love to see Ru in my gowns. I love her to be in a gown. But this little short pink sequence number, I was here for it. This week's runway challenge was glitter. Y'all know I was for it. Let's get into these looks. Glitter was cute. I hate the fact that I want so much more from her. I do not know her drag. Like, she just walked into the room and I was just like, yes, top queen. And then she comes out in this like snow queen look and I'm like, I just wanted more. Like, she had the requirements, but it just seemed too muted, right? For somebody with that kind of personality. Everybody else was pretty cute. Crystal Method, the great makeup. Oh, I didn't even talk about her Freddy Krueger look. That was her best look. Her Freddy Krueger look, her fall look, that was her best look. I like Crystal Method's way of thinking. For her fall look to be Halloween Freddy Krueger, like a glammed up Freddy Krueger with a Band-Aid hair cap, like, great. I get it, right? I get it. But now this, maybe it looked better in person. Maybe the kind of glitter that she used was, because sometimes you have to use a certain kind of glitter to have it pop on actual fabric. So maybe she used a, crafting glitter and not a fabric glitter. Maybe that's why her outfit looks so dull. I'm gonna give you that, Crystal Method, because this is only episode 1 and you're doing it, but I'm just, from everything that I've seen, I can't put you on the top right now. I actually like Jackie's look. A lot of you did not like her look, but I liked it. She was giving me, although it was a little toned down, she was giving me wealthy Iranian wife in the 60s. If you go back and look at pictures of Iran in the 60s, those ladies were slaying. Makeup, hair, outfits, jewels. Baby, you couldn't touch them. Nails, my God, today. Google it. You will be impressed and inspired. That's what she was giving me. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I didn't think it was bad. I like Widow's look as well. This was Widow. This is what I have come to know Widow to be from just watching this episode. When she walked out, I said, of course, Widow. Now let's talk about somebody who I have been avoiding talking about because I just feel like we're always so hard on these Southern queens, but Heidi in the closet, the name, the fashions. Girl, I don't want you to stay around for sympathy, but I'm gonna need you to get it together. The fashions just were not there. When her hairpiece fell off, when she was doing a runway for the mini challenge, Ru's face. I mean, Ru was trying to play it off, but you know how Ru is when a hairpiece does not stay on. And I don't want her to get by because she's so lovable. I want her to rise to the occasion because her competitors are top notch. Her fashions this entire episode just was not there. The main challenge look was the worst. And again, probably from her little, what was she doing? Bucking? What was she? Whatever that was, probably from where she's from, these looks are slaying. Sis, you cannot walk down the runway in a Pussycat Party City wig. That's not even fully on because I could see your real hair coming out of the wig. Like, you can't come out and your wig ain't blocked, and that's okay. And then the outfit, DIY, darling, not on season 12. We are not DIYing on season 12 unless you are Gigi Good's mama. That's it. That's the only one who could do a DIY. I like her. Great personality. I think that's going to keep her around, but I don't think it's going to keep her around for a very long time. Because from what I've seen from these other queens that we have yet to see, oh, they going to bring it, baby. They gonna bring it. Again, Nicki Minaj was a great guest judge. The notes that she gave to the queens, so good, so on point. Even checking Michelle Visage, I don't think it was a big deal like everybody's trying to make it. She was letting her know, this is my field. I heard something. You might not have thought it was good, but I loved what Jackie did. And I'm glad that Jackie got that little boost of confidence because Michelle kind of deflated her. But I'm glad that at least Nicki could see what she was doing because she needed that. You could tell that she felt a little deflated after she got her notes. And Nicki was like, this is my profession, baby. You're smart. I see what you're doing. And then can we talk about her rap that she did? I was like, sis, you need to release this right now because that was good. That was good. She knows her stuff. That's why we call her queen. So this episode, there are no eliminations, just 2 top queens battling it out for money. Wait a minute. This is All-Stars, right? This is how they used to do All-Stars. What's going on? Because I know that All-Stars is now going to be on Showtime. So what's happening here? Yeah, that's All-Stars way of eliminating queens. I don't know what they're going to do for All-Stars, but I will be there and I will be watching, okay? A raunchy little show. What they going to do on Showtime? Because Showtime requires some sex, some salaciousness, some freakiness. We going to see some balls and probably a little bit of dick. It's Showtime. It's Showtime. Now let's get into this lip sync for your life. All-Stars and Drag Race, just all in one. When this started, I thought Widow had it. I really, really did. Then Widow just started getting sloppy, just throwing her body all over the stage. I hate when queens get desperate and lose the performance of the lip sync. Because for me, it looked like Widow got a little bit desperate in the middle of the performance when Gigi started getting some laughs from Ru. So I think then she started doing all of these tricks and she was losing the performance and was going off of, let me just shock and wow you. And I'm like, baby, if Gigi is holding her own with just performing and giving us comedy and staying connected, you need to do the same thing too. That's why you're up here, because in that group performance, you stayed in it. You never faltered. You got a little nervous and you got a little desperate and you just started getting sloppy. For a minute, it was neck and neck, but then you pulled through and you won the challenge. Baby, don't bust your knees trying to get a little bit of coin. You were not 18, sweetie. You don't heal up like you used to. Great effort to Gigi and congratulations to Widow. You pulled through, you did the damn thing, and I do not think that this is going to be your last win. I think many more wins this season are in the future for Widow. Let's talk about Untucked. I normally do these videos separate, but there wasn't a lot happening on Untucked, so we can talk about the 2 or 3 things that happened this episode right here. Let's get into it. There wasn't any drama really in this Untucked. It's the first week. All of the queens are playing nice. The only thing that really happened was Widow, like the girls were going around the room and talking about who's each other's competition. And Widow looks at Nikki and goes, "You're my competition." White drag queen Nikki and black drag queen Nikki were confused. I was just like, Widow, in what world is Nikki your biggest competition? I think she was saying that because she didn't want to say who her biggest competition really is this season so far, and that's Britta. I thought she was going to say Britta, and when she said Nikki, I was like, me? It can't be Nikki Dow. Like, it can't. So did you see Britta's face when she said Nikki Dow? Britta was like, thought it would have been me. Me too, Britta. Okay, so Heidi is still feeling some way because of Nikki's on-point critiques. Yes, Nicki Minaj did say that she hates your makeup because it was atrocious. She loved your performance. She gave you props, and then she gave you a really good critique. Your makeup is amateur. Your clothing is pedestrian. But you are a great performer. That's the only thing that you have to bring up. My God, today, that's easy. There are some people who have the look, who have the clothing, do not have the talent and can't pull it off. You can't fake talent. You can't work to get talent. It has to be in you. You already have it, Heidi, in the closet. I hate that name. I hate that name. It's too much to say and it makes no sense. But you already have it. All you got to do is up your coin, which you will after the show, and you'll up your fashions and somebody will teach you how to do your makeup, or you can pay one of the queens to do your makeup while y'all performing together. Like, girl, that wasn't nothing. That was not nothing to be in your feelings about. I hope you are also not that queen that's uber sensitive. Are you from the House of Davenport? Because you were giving me the House of Davenport. What house is Heidi in the closet from? Let us know in the comment section below. So just as Heidi is in her feelings, Nicki Minaj comes back, and that is immediately addressed because Heidi is just like, well, I want to know why you say you hate my makeup. And Nicki was like, well, because it wasn't good. She was really sweet. She was really honest, and they left on a good note. Nicki Minaj gets a bad rap. I know she's going through some stuff right now. Please don't put it in my comment section. But I'm wondering how much of, the attitude and all that stuff is just persona and not really her. Because I think the person that we met in this Untucked and during this entire episode is who Nicki Minaj really is. I think she's a constant professional. She's sweet. I think she's kind. I don't know. I really love seeing this side of her. She did a good job. She did a really good job. This was a great first guest judge to start off the season. And I also love that, just like myself, Nicki Minaj has an uneven cat eye. Sisters, that's it for me. Please let me know what you thought about this episode in the comment section below. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you, in just a second for the following episode of Drag Race. Love you guys. Bye.